ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरकृष्णे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थेषुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहेतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavata, Canto 10, Chapter 39, verse number 1. So in the previous chapter we studied arrival of Akrura from Mathura to carry the message to bring Krishna and Balaram to Mathura so that they can be killed by Kamsa or through the wrestlers and that elephant Kuvalya. So this was his plan. So Akrura came and he was received very nicely by Krishna and Balaram. They took care of him, fed him nicely, gave him a massage, worshipped him. So in this chapter, after he has eaten, then they will speak to him, and Nanda Maharaj will also speak to him. So he came, and as we read that while coming he was meditating on Krishna, and now his wish was fulfilled. So this is what he speaks first here. Sri Shuka uvacha Sukhopavishtaha paryanke Ramakrishnaurumānitaha Lebhe manorathan sarvan pathiyan sachakaraha. Sri Sukdev Goswami said that when he was sitting on the bed comfortably and was given great respect by Balram and Krishna, then he felt very fulfilled. All his wishes were satisfied. All the dream which he was having on the way, that came true. So Manorathan, because he was thinking that when he goes there, he will see them, he will bow down to them, they will lift him up, and they will hold his hand, take him inside. So all that happened actually. So Manoratha, he came on a chariot driven by horses, and also he came on the chariot of the mind. He had two chariots. One was the Ashwaratha, another was Manoratha. So Ashwaratha was very slow, but Manoratha was reaching before that, right? Before his actual chariot came and reached, his mental chariot was already there. So he is now very satisfied. So Manoratha is more important than the other Ratha. We have this physical body. So the physical body is also compared to a chariot. And then you have Manoratha. In the mind we have various wishes, desires. So what is more important is the Manoratha, because that's what drives the other Ratha. But we have to have the proper Manorathas. Manoratha means wishes, desires. So that has to be appropriate. Otherwise we can go to the wrong direction. So now he is feeling very satisfied, because everything which he wished happened, came true. So the commentary says, Navtrinshe puri yati priye gopyati vivala vilepur yamuna magno akruro vakuntham akshata. So in this 39th chapter, there is a description that when Sri Krishna will reach Puri, that is Mathura Puri, then the gopis, they will feel very vivala, very disturbed in separation, and they will cry, vilepu. And the other important thing which is described here is Akrura having a darshan of Vakuntha inside Yamuna river. So Magno Akruro Vakuntham Akshata. So he will take a dip in Yamuna, and inside Yamuna he will have darshan of Krishna and Balram, and also darshan of the whole Vakuntha. So that is being described here. Nanu katham akrurena kevalam Krishna darsana sparshanad adau eva manoratha krita natu parameshtya sayujyadau tatraha kimalabhyam. So now one question is raised, that why is that Akrura only desired to have darshan of Krishna and nothing more? If you go and meet some great person who can fulfill your wish, then you have a wish list, right? I want this, I want that. So why he did not wish for liberation, that I will ask Krishna to give me moksha, liberation. He did not have, on the way also he was not thinking anything like that. He was only dreaming to see him, to meet him, talk to him, look at him, give him his respect. But he did not say that I will ask him to give me moksha. So why is that he did not ask this? What is the reason? So that is being described in the second sloka. Kimalabhyam bhagavati prasanne Sriniketane tathapi tatpara rajan nahi vanchanti kinchanaha. What is not available to a person on whom Bhagavan himself, who is the abode of all wealth, abode of all beauty, of power, has become pleased, satisfied. So this is a rhetoric question, means there is nothing which is not available to that person. And if it is available, then what is the point in asking for it? If everything is already available, because whatever we want, our wish is that we want to be happy. Any wish which we have, the purpose behind that wish is that it will make me happy. That is the ultimate wish of everybody. And you want to be eternally happy, free from any suffering, any mixture. But if you see Bhagavan, then that happiness is already available, because he is the God of all happiness. He is Ananda. He is Ananda Kanda. He is son of Nanda. So then, if it's like you go to the sun and say, please give me light. If you are next to sun, the light is already there, why ask for it? So therefore it says, Kim alabhyam. That what is that which is not available. So all his wishes therefore were fulfilled. Therefore he did not ask for anything. Tathapi tatpara rajan nahi vanchanti kinchana. And it is here, Kim alabhyam, here is also in the sense, means that they can ask for anything. The statement here is more in the sense that if God is pleased, then you can ask anything from him, he will give you. So Krishna was pleased with him, as we saw, then he could have asked him anything. So why he did not ask? So that's answered in the second line. Say tathapi tatpara rajan nahi vanchanti kinchana. That devotees actually do not want anything. They have no desire, they just want to be in service. They are happy to do seva. And that is the greatest happiness, service. There is no higher happiness than that. That's why Krishna himself was doing service. He is Bhagavan, he is God, but he was doing service to Akrura. He himself takes pleasure in doing service. So, getting service, people feel pleased, but to do service to person whom you love, that is the greater pleasure. So therefore Bhagavan is called Bhaktiman. That he is a devotee of his devotee. Aham Bhakt Paradhino. He says, I am under the control of my devotee. So devotee also does not want anything from Bhagavan. And of course Bhagavan doesn't need anything. So devotee and God both are free from any demands. And that is the beauty. In the material world we are actually unhappy because we always have some demands. Our mind is always full of expectations from others, from government, from state, from this, from that. And our expectations can never be fulfilled, all of them. Some fulfilled, mostly they are not. So when they are not fulfilled, then we feel unhappy. But if a person does not have expectations, then what can be the cause of unhappiness for that? So devotees have no expectation. Their expectation is only service. If they feel unhappy, that is because they cannot do service. So tathapi tatpara rajan nahi vanchanti kinchana. So he says, therefore, O king, those who are devoted to Bhagavan, they do not want anything. So salokya sarishti samipya sarupyam ekatvam api uta diyamanam nigrhananti vinamat sevanam jana. So even if God wants to give, they don't want. Even if he wants to give liberation, they refuse, because they are so satisfied by doing seva. Sayantanashanam kritva Bhagavan Devaki Sutaha Sruhitsu Vrittam Kamsasya Paprachanya Chikirshitam. So when Krishna, who is son of Devaki, he has had his dinner, then he went to Akrura again. So he gave him some time, then he now peacefully, he has also eaten. So first he fed, this is the custom, first feed the guest, then you eat. So he fed Akrura, then he took himself his dinner with Balaram, and then he went to see Akrura. So he is called here as Devaki Sutta, because now the talk is about Mathura. He is meeting Akrura. Akrura is coming from Mathura, where Devaki is, instead of Nanda Sutta, Yashoda Sutta, he is being called here as son of Devaki. So he asked Sri Akrura the news of his relatives. Because you have to think, all this time we are reading stories of Krishna in Vraj, in Vrindavan area. So our mood has become that he belongs to Vrindavan. But actually he came from Mathura. He is loaned by them for a certain period. So now you think of Krishna from Mathura point of view. From Vasudeva and Devaki point of view, they are thinking that our son is there, he will come back. The Vrajavasis, the residents of Vraja Vrindavan, they are thinking Krishna belongs to them. He is one among them. But this is not how Akrura is thinking. This is not how Vasudeva and other Yadavas are thinking. They think he is our family member. So now Krishna, you see, he is speaking with Akrura as family member of Akrura, not as son of Nanda Maharaj. So therefore he is called here as Devaki Sutta. And he is now asking the news about his relatives. Sruhitsu Vrittam Kamsasya Paprachanya Chikirshitam, and also what Kamsa is doing and all other stories, what he plans to do, Chikirshitam. What is his plan? So he asked. So he also wants to know why Akrura has come, because till now he has not asked him. He is just happy that he has come. And Akrura was saying, I'll be so happy when he is going to call me uncle. Right? So now he is going to call him that. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Tata Saumyagatah Kachit Swagatam Bhadramastu Vaha Api Swagyati Bandhunam Anibam Anamayam. So he is saying that, O Tata, O uncle, was your journey comfortable? Any problem in your journey coming from there? Because the roads are not like you have now. You have to go through the forest. Any problems? Did your tire get punctured or anything? The horse is any problem? Any attack from animals? So he says, Saumya Agatah Kachit Swagatam. Swagatam here is not in the sense of welcome, but was your journey fine? Bhadramastu. And then he says that Api Swagyati Bandhunam Anibam Anamayam. And all our relatives and friends, are they happy and healthy? So he's saying, are they free from amoeba? An amoeba? Same word is coming. And anamayam. So anamayam means healthy. Amaya means disease. Because disease come from ama. Ama means undigested food. So if you eat and your food is not digested, then that gives you sickness. So therefore in Sanskrit, sickness is called amaya. Amayascha bhutanam jayate yena subrata tadhi amayam dravyam napunati chikitsitam. Right? Narada tells this to Vyasa. So anamaya means free from sickness. So it means healthy. So is everybody in my family, which means his parents, his mother, father, other relatives from the father side, mother side. So they are called gyati. There are two words which he is using, gyati nam and bandhu nam. So gyati means blood relation and bandhu means friends. So are they happy and healthy? So therefore Sri Vishnu says, Sve shruhida gyateha sapinda. Sapinda. So you heard of Pindadan, doing this ceremony for the departed forefathers. That's called Pindadan. So Sapinda means up to 7 generations. Up to 7 generations you have a link. Your personality is influenced by your forefathers up to 7 generations. That's why it was important in India to maintain the genealogy. Now people speak against it, but it's actually fact. So this is called Sapinda. And then Bandhavo Asapinda. So Bandhu means who are not related to the family, means not blood relationship, but others. So came anibam papa bhavam. So amoeba means sin and papa bhav, anabhima means free from sin, which means free from suffering. Because sin means what? Sin will give you suffering. And therefore anamayam arogyam. So are they happy? Means free from suffering is happiness. That is the major happiness in the material world, when you don't suffer. And health is the second happiness. So dharmartha kam mokshanam arogyam moolam uttamam. So the root cause of your success in life is good health. If health is not good, what is good? So he asks for this. But then he says that what is the point in asking? He says, Kinnu na kuslam priche edhamane kulamaye kamse matula namni anga swanam nastat prajasuche. He says, actually, why am I asking you when we have a disease called Kamsa? So he's calling his maternal uncle. He says he is a maternal uncle only in the name. He is actually a family disease. Kula amaya. Kula amaya means a disease which is troubling the whole family. He is the COVID. So everybody is scared of him. Everybody is troubled everyone. So edhamane, and he is increasing, he is in power, he is spreading. So na kuslam prachekim. He says, therefore, what is the point in asking even how they are doing? But for formality you have to still ask. Even if you know that this person is having some sickness, disease, still you go and ask, how are you? So like that he's saying. He says, Kamse Matula Namni. He says, Kamsa, who is supposedly my Matula, my mother's brother. Swanam nastat prajasuche. But there is no relief for our family people or the people in his kingdom. Everyone is just suffering there. Kushala prashno api nati sangacchate ityaha. He says even this question to ask you is not appropriate. But still I ask. Anga he akrura prichhe prichhami na kulamaye asmat kulasya roga rupe kamse. He says this kamsa is like a big disease for my whole family. So therefore it's called kulamaya. Just like you have family doctor, right? Like that you have family disease also. If there can be a family doctor, there can be family disease. Otherwise what the family doctor will do? If there is no family disease. So Krishna is the doctor. He will cure. So na swanam asmaj gyatinam. So he says, it is pointless to ask you about my family members. But now he says that all this is happening because of him. He says that I am the cause of all trouble for all my family people. So Krishna himself takes the responsibility. People like to blame others. He is saying it's all because of me. So he says, Aho asmad abhud bhuri pitror virjina mayayo virjinam aryayo yadheto putra marnam yadhetor bandhanam tayo. So he says, alas, it is because of me that my parents who are worshipable to me, they have to suffer so much. Bhuri vrijinam. So much suffering they have to undergo because of me. And it is because of me that my 6 brothers were killed. And it is because of me that my parents are in prison. Yadhetor bandhanam tayoho. Because it was predicted that Kamsa will be killed by the 8th child of Devaki. And then Narad came and he gave the advice. So Kamsa killed everybody, whoever was born. So 6 children were killed before, 7th was miscarriage, and 8th was Krishna. So because Krishna was to be born from Devaki, so they have to be put in prison, and all the children who were born, they were killed. So he says, I am the cause of trouble to everybody. So I have to now take care of this disease. So asmat, asmatta, the word asmat here is to be taken in the 5th case. That I am the hetu, I am the cause for all this suffering. Mattaha putrat vrijinam dukkham tadeva kim. So he says, because of me, the son, that my parents are suffering and my brothers were killed. So aham eva hetus tasmat. If it was not predicted that I will kill him, then nothing would have gone wrong like that. So many people are suffering because of me. That's what he says. Dishtyadya darshanam swanam mahyam va saumya kangshitam sanjatam varnyatam tata tavagamana karanam. So now he says that, oh gentle uncle, it is by good fortune that today we have met and I am able to see you and talk to you. My wish has been fulfilled. And now please tell me, what is the purpose of your arrival? Because till now they did not ask him. They received him, everything is guest. But now he's saying that is there any special purpose that you have come here. So this question is being asked. So why Krishna is saying that now my wish is fulfilled? Saumya Kangshitam. Was he desiring this Akrura to come here? Yes, because he has to find an excuse to go to Mathura so that he can finish Kamsa. So now he knows that Akrura comes with this purpose and therefore now I will go. So he says, Kangshitam yadeva karanikritya tatra gatva kamsam hanishyami ti bhava. So making that as the pretext, on the pretext of going to Mathura, he will kill. Just like Kamsa was having his plan, he was making the wrestling match and this yajna festival, and on that pretext he wanted to kill Krishna. So Krishna says, okay, on the pretext of going there, I will kill him. He says, now I got the opportunity because I have to somehow meet him. All this time he was sending all the asuras and I killed them. Now I will myself go there. He is not coming here, so I will go there. But I have to find some reason to go there. How will I go otherwise? So he says, now I have a reason. Why should I go to Mathura? So therefore he says, my wish is fulfilled. Sri Shuka Uvacha. So Shukdev said, Prishto Bhagavata Sarvam Varnayamasa Madhavaha Vairānubandham Yadushu Vasudevadhodyamam. So when he was asked like this, so Bhagavata Prishta being asked by like this, Varnayamasa Madhava. So here the word Madhava is for Akrura. Otherwise, how is this? That Krishna is describing? Bhagavata Prishtaha Sarvam Madhava Varnayamasa. So being asked in this way by Krishna, then Madhava here is Akrura. Madhava has two meanings. One is Maya Dhava, husband of Lakshmi. Another is one who is born in Madhu dynasty. So here it means Akrura because he comes also in the same dynasty. So he explained everything what happened. Vairānubandham. So Anubandha, you know. Anubandha means that which binds you. So there are two things which bind you in this world. One is love, other is hatred. Right? Enmity. There are two bondages. The bondage of love is very rare. The most common bondage in the material world is hatred. Even if you love, you may love one or two persons, but hatred you can have 20. So there is a lot of hatred bondage. So that is called Vairānubandha. So Vairānubandham Yadushu. So he is talking about the enmity of Kamsa towards Yadus. Because Kamsa is not a Yadu. He is not born in Yadu family. But he hates the Yadus because Devaki is married to Vasudeva, who is a Yadava. So he hates now everybody because my enemy is going to be born in this dynasties. So he dislikes everybody. And Vasudeva Vadhodhyamam. So Akrura also explained how Kamsa tried to kill Krishna's father Vasudeva, but it was Narada. Remember, Narada told him that Krishna is there in Vraja and he is Vasudeva's son. All this time it was not clear to Kamsa. Then immediately he took the sword and he wanted to kill Vasudeva. And he said, no, don't kill him. He says, what is the point in killing him? So then he just put him in the prison. So he is now telling him that Vasudeva Vadho Udyamam, that how he wanted to kill and he dislikes all these Yadavas, he is troubling them. And yat sandeso yadartham va dutah sampreshitah swayam yaduktam naradenasya swajanma anak dundhuve. He told that he has come with a message from Kamsa. He also told that why he is calling him to Mathura. He explained to Krishna. He says this is his plan. So because Kamsa has revealed, if you remember, Kamsa revealed his plan to Akrura. So Akrura is being faithful to Krishna, not to Kamsa. If he was faithful to Kamsa, then he would not tell this. He would say, well, he is calling you and there is going to be this festival and he is inviting all of you to participate in it. But he says, yes, this is the message, but the real intention is that he wants to kill you. So yadartham va dutah sampreshita swayam, and therefore he has sent me here with this message. He also told him what Narada has told to Kamsa. So he is a real, what you call, newsman. So he says, look, Narada came and he told Kamsa that you are son of Vasudeva. So he knows me. So Swajanma Anak Dundubhe. Therefore he is mad at your father now. That how he has tricked, and the whole story of the girl exchange, etc. So Madhavaha Madhu Vamsa Bhavaha. Madhava means one who is born in the Madhu dynasty. Ya Dhanur Makha Chadma Sandesho Yasya Adartham Chanuradibhir Ghatnartham. So he gave the message that you are invited to participate in the Dhanur Yagya, and he also told him the hidden message, Chadma Sandesh. That is, he wants that he will ask you to wrestle with Chanura and then Chanura will kill you. So this is his plan. So when Krishna heard it, what did he do? He laughed. He said, oh, Kamsa he thinks he's going to kill me. So both Krishna and Balaram, they laughed. I thought this is a good joke. He still has hope that he can kill me. I already killed so many of his soldiers and he thinks he's going to kill me. So Srutva Kruruvachah Krishno Balascha Paraviraha Prahasyanandam Pitram Rajyadishtam Vijagyatuhu. So when Krishna and Balaram heard this, they had a hearty laugh. Prahasya means they really laughed loudly. Why? Because they are Paravirha. They are the one who kill the opponent's enemies, soldiers. And then they told to Nanda Maharaj. because Nanda Maharaj has to be told. He is the chief of the village chief. Everybody has to be informed that he is going. But he did not give him the complete news. Otherwise they will get into anxiety. They also know we are not going. Then he will say, no, you run away from here. Remember earlier Kamsa was saying that this news should not go to Krishna, otherwise Nanda Maharaj will run away with Krishna. So he did not tell everything to father. He only said that he has come with a message and Kamsa is calling for all of us to go and participate in this festival. We should all go. So that's what they told him. So Nandam Pitram Ragya Dishtam Vijagyatu. So he just gave the news of the order of the king, what the king Kamsa has ordered. So Prahashyati Swamrityum api nimantraya Swantikam anitum upkramte. So why did they laugh? He says, look, this fool is inviting his death. Who is going to be more foolish than him? So he is inviting his death near him. Right? Come kill me. I am waiting for you. And for that I am making a big festival. So afterwards you can celebrate my death. Right? So Kamsa made all arrangements for celebration. So therefore he says that Swantikam anitum upkramate. Yasmakam raja ityarthasya dyotuko ayam prahasa. So the word Raja here in this sloka means king. This is to tell to Nanda Maharaj that your king is calling you. Because he was the king of this area, so Nanda Maharaj is also under him. So that's why he is using the word Raja, that your king is inviting you. So then you feel honored, right? If king invites you, you feel honored, right? If Pope calls you, you will feel happy, right? Pope is calling you. No? I thought you will be honored if he calls you. So this is also the reason that he is laughing. Not only laughing because of the message, but he is also laughing when he is giving the message to Nanda Maharaj. That, oh, your king is calling. Means I am going to make chutney of your king now. Get ready. So Ragyadishtam Dhanur Mahotsav Nimantranam Vigyapayamasu Natu Rahasyam. So Sri Krishna only told to his father, Nanda Maharaj, only about the festival part, not the plan behind it. That what is actually the plan. Otherwise he will become very worried. He will become worried that he doesn't want to go, but if he doesn't go, then the Kamsa will get mad. So he didn't want to tell it. So he just gave the half the news. So Priyam Bruyat, Satyam Bruyat, Priyam Bruyat, Ma Bruyat, Satyam Apriyam. Na Nritam Bhuyat Esha Dharma Sanatana. So there is a sloka in Manusmriti who says that you should speak truth and speak pleasant truth. Don't speak the unpleasant truth. But also don't tell lies. Not speaking unpleasant truth does not mean that you tell lies. So nanritam kadachin bruyat. Esha dharma sanatana. This is the principle in life. So he is speaking only the pleasant part of the truth, that there is a festival, not the unpleasant part. But he is not telling lies. So gopan samadhishat sopi griyatam sarvagorasah upayanani grihnidhvam yujyantam saktani cha. So then Nanda Maharaj, because he is the chief of the cowherd community, so he ordered everybody that all of you should collect various types of milk products. So butter, yogurt, ghee, sweets, pedas, barfis, all that. Khoa, kulia, rasmalai, rabdi, right? Because festival means eating. Festival has two parts, singing, dancing and eating. What is festival? So therefore, and eating means nice, so nice sweets. Everybody likes sweets. So therefore it says go rasa. Sarva go rasa griyatam. All types of go rasa. Go rasa means things made from cow milk product. Upayanani grihnidhvam. So collect all the gifts. Upayan means gift. Yujyantam saktani cha. And yoke the carts, bullock carts. They don't have chariots. They only have bullock carts. So he says, get ready with the bulls and we will go to Mathura tomorrow. So then he is giving this message. Yasyamaha svo madhuparim dasyamo nirpate rasan drakshama sumahat parvam yanti janapadaha kilah evam aghoshayat kshatra nandagopa svagokulehe. So he said that tomorrow we all will go to Mathura and we will offer gifts to the king, various types of milk products. And we will also see the festival, we will participate in the festival, go to the city. For village people in the olden days, going to city was big deal. So this is their holiday. So they will see. And he says that all the people from the kingdom are going to be coming there. So they will also meet people from other parts of the kingdom. It's like a big festival, big mela. So what you call milieu in English. In Sanskrit it is called mela. So yanti janapadaha. Janapada means people of the district, Mathura. They will come there. So evam aghoshayat kshatra nandagopa gokula. So Nanda Maharaj, he made the kshatra to make this announcement, because this announcement has to now go around to other villages also. So in the olden time, in the villages, there used to be people whose job was to make announcements. So I have seen in our childhood, it used to happen. The person will come, he will stand on one corner, he will shout, then he will move, he will go to the other side of the village, then he will shout there, then he will go to the other side. So like that, all the different parts of the villages were not big. So but he will stand on different spots and he will make the announcement. Everybody could hear inside the house. That's how it was done. So you see, this tradition is there in Bhagavatam also. So evam aghoshayat, he means he made him announce. Ghoshana means announcement. And kshatra, so there were guards. Kshatra here means village guard. So through the village guard, he made the announcement, because that's their purpose. They go around at night especially. So it was already night time. So throughout the Gokula, the announcement was made. So Rasan Gritadin. So he said, collect all this rasa. Rasa here means ghee, etc. From that you can also, things which do not get spoiled. So if you make ghee from the butter, then it can stay for a long time, it doesn't get spoiled. Similarly, milk sweets can stay long. Cheese you can make, paneer can also stay. So all these things they will carry to the king. So Nirpate Karan, this is the type, this is how they pay tax to the king. Janpada iti sarvam janpada vasinascha. And also the residents of the whole Janpada, the whole kingdom will come there. Yanti iti ato asmakamatra ka vipratipattiriti bhava. And since everybody is going, why shall we not also go there? That is the meaning. Kshatraha Vrajanagara Raksha Adhikarina. So Kshatra here refers to the officer who is in charge of protection. So he must have people under him. It's not that he is just one person. Just like these days you have these security companies, right? So they have security men, you can hire them. So like that in the villages also they used to have. So this is the announcement he made. Now from next verse onwards, the situation will turn a little sad. So that we will do in the next class, because now when this news hits the gopis, then that is a sad story. They will cry, they will meet, and how he can go, let's try to stop him. So many plans they will make. So that is the next slokas, about 17 slokas, 18. So any question on this? Yes.
When Krishna and Balarama were speaking with Akrura, they were only three of them. They were only three of them, and Yashoda and Nanda were not present. Is it correct?
Yeah. Nanda Maharaj already spoke, and then he left. Earlier he came, right? That Nanda Maharaj came and he spoke. He came in the previous chapter, right?
So that means...
Papracha Satkritam Nanda. So Nanda Maharaj spoke, then he left, and Krishna Balaram came.
That's why when Akrura says that Krishna's parents are in Mathura, it doesn't disturb Yashoda because she doesn't hear these words.
No, they are not there. Also Yashoda was not there, it was only Nanda Maharaj. Generally it is not a custom that ladies come and talk. It's only the men. So he would not have spoken. When Nanda Maharaj spoke, Yashoda was not there. He will go and give the news to her. Sandeep ji.
Pranam Babaji Maharaj. So when like this Krishna and Balaram and like Nand Maharaj has made an announcement that we are going for a festival. So how would the gopis get to know that he is going permanently? Like would they get to know that he is going permanently, or even for festival? Like if someone goes, then people are happy. Okay, you're going attending a festival and coming back.
No, who said that he's going permanently?
No, but even for festival, people will be a little sad. Someone going.
Yes.
Achha.
This is the intensity there of their love. They feel Trutir yugayate pama vikshitam. They feel like a yuga when they cannot see him for one moment. Yes, this is what you have to understand what love is. whole description is for us to understand what love means. As in the previous chapter he said that you have to meditate like him. So similarly, this is how these things are depicted indirectly to make us understand what it means to have bhakti.
Can you explain a little bit more about what you said about how your personality is influenced by the past 7 generations?
No, just like now they say that you get congenital disease, right? Because if your father had this, right? So how does it happen? Through DNA, right? So your father's DNA was also influenced by his father's DNA or not?
Yeah.
So like that.
But why don't they say the last 8 generations or the last 6 generations?
Because the influence goes lower and lower. And then you can say 100 generations also.
So it tapers. Like
Yeah.
you're most influenced by your father and then
Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
And the amount of influence the DNA of your father will have on you will be less your grandfather.
Okay. And
So by the time 7 generation it is
Very
almost gone.
is that somehow related to also when you get married, you have to go around 7 times? Or you're married for 7 lives, or is that something?
No, it's not.
Okay, the 2 7s don't really.
7 is a lucky number.
Okay.
Okay, Mohini.
Pranam Babaji. I have a question to a previous class where you mentioned Kama Dhenu Dhatus, and also once you mentioned Kalpataru Dhatus. And you explained that they are Kamadhenus or Kalpatarus because any meaning can be taken from these dhatus. So my question is like that one dhatu has several meanings, and among those meanings you can take unrestricted any meaning, or you can also take a meaning from another dhatu and bring it in that. For example, I think the Kalpataru dhatu which was mentioned in a verse.
Okay, let me answer. Yes, I understand your question. So dhatus have their meaning, and one dhatu can have more than one meaning. But if one dhatu has those meanings, that is not kalpataru or anything to do that. That dhatu can have different meaning according to the context, but these 2 dhatus can have any meaning. Not that they are taking meaning from other dhatus or anything.
Can you give an example how these 2 dhatus can have any meaning?
Example means you have to see how they are used. Just like kal dhatu kalayati. Kalayati, kal dhatu kalayati can mean so many things. Kalayati means moves, kalayati means collects, kalayati means kills, kalayati means controls. I mean, what is the example? Example is this only, that according to context you have to see what meaning fits there.
Okay. And what is the difference between Kam Dhenu dhatu and Kalpataru dhatu?
No difference.
Is this the same?
Yeah. Bhadra.
Namaste Babaji. My question is somehow related with what Joshika asked, but more like into the psychological realm. Like the psychologist says that family dysfunction, because of cancer referred to as the family disease, like the family dysfunction is also hereditary. The family dysfunction, the family disease, family dysfunction is also
dysfunction.
Family dysfunction.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a term that is used to describe, like, for example, alcoholism, or that the family is not working properly and the members are all affected by different emotional diseases, let's say like this. So this is also described like come from different generations. So can this also applied in the Vedic knowledge? Is it also like, is it related with it?
I'm not very clear what you're trying to say.
Oh, okay. So it says that my mic is too close to my mouth. Can you listen to me properly now?
Intergenerational trauma.
Hmm.
I think she's trying to refer to that.
So what is that intergenerational trauma?
Like as a mother who doesn't care for a child creates some trauma in the psychology of a child.
No, it's not related with that. You are not understood. It is related to something which comes because of whatever you call blood or genes or whatever. It is not because of your upbringing. That what you are saying is because of the upbringing. It's not talking of upbringing.
I mean, the idea being that the mother did that to that child because that was how she was treated when she was a child, and the grandmother was treated.
Yeah, but that's exactly what I'm saying. That is due to upbringing. What is being described here is not due to upbringing, but because of what you call these days as DNA or genes, or I'm not expert on this. That it is in your genes. That doesn't get influenced by upbringing. That is there. Like somebody has skin color, blonde or blue eyes, or this is because of some genes, or at least I think. I never studied this topic, or your skin color, or how tall you are. So these things are not because of upbringing or how your mother treated you. These are because of your genes. So here this is the influence of the genes. That's the whole idea of this whole varnashram system, that you marry in that particular family so that you can keep the genes intact, not mess them up. Like these days you have what you call genetically modified seeds. You create different varieties of tomatoes or potatoes and big size or whatever. So you change the genes. They're changing the genes, but then it may not be healthy. You may not know it now, but maybe after 50 years you realize that this is causing some disease. So that is not happening how you took care of the plant, how much fertilizer you put, how you gave water, etc. It's because of the change in the gene. Okay. Yes.
One short thing. I was wondering about these wrestlers. Do they have these wrestlers in Mathura? Do they also have some extraordinary powers, like Putana, etc., or these asuras who came to Vrindavan?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're also asura wrestlers.
Okay.
Okay.